Hey, welcome everybody to The Man Who Cooks. It's been a little while since I've made a video, but wanted to make another video today. And I wanted to follow a recipe, which I don't normally do. Maybe I should, but today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to do work from this one here, Miss K's Duck Commander Kitchen with Kay Robertson. So I was going through here and I'm going to make something sweet today. So I decided to make Granny's bread pudding with rum sauce. I've never made that before, and I don't even know if I like bread pudding. So I guess I'll find out today. So anyway, thanks for joining in, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so here's the ingredients for Granny's bread pudding with rum sauce. It says a half stick of butter. Then it says 1 loaf of white or French bread. I can't get it to focus here. About 9 ounces torn into 1 and 1.5 inch pieces. 3 large eggs, 2 cups of sugar, half teaspoon of salt, 1 quart whole milk. All right, so let's get started on that. All right, so it says number 1, make the pudding. All right, that's a great place to start. It says melt the butter in a microwave safe bowl. Do not let it boil, just melt, set it aside. All right, so I'm gonna take this. Okay, place the bread in the casserole. First, I guess I gotta chop it up. This is 1 pound, 4 ounces. It says it only needs to be, oh, all right. Well, maybe I shouldn't have ripped it open. All right. So probably about half of this, then I think. So that would be 20 ounces of bread. So then I'll take half, that'd be about 10 ounces. All right. Half of that bread. Okay. I'm just gonna cut it. So 1 to 1.5 inch pieces. So then place bread in the casserole. I guess means the casserole dish. So put all the bread in here. It's pretty easy so far. Okay. In a large mixing bowl, beat the eggs with a fork. All right, so 3 eggs. Put all that in here. Oh, drop an egg. All right, now I got another egg. Okay, now, where are we? All right, the eggs in the mixing bowl. There's 1. So, 2, 3. Says with a fork. There we go. So beat the eggs with a fork. How much do you think them? Following recipes sometimes can be hard because they don't tell you everything. I guess that's good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stir in the sugar and the salt. So this part of it has 2 cups of sugar. Just all at one time, I guess. And a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. I think that's good. Well, this isn't all we. almost all the way melted. All right, let's see. So add the cooled melted butter. Hopefully that's cooled melted butter. Gradually stir in the milk. So we have 1 quart of milk, which I found out is 4 cups. I never have been good at remembering that stuff. Gradually stir in, so like that. Milk is stirred in. Okay, pour this over the torn bread and let it stand for 30 to 45 minutes for the bread to absorb the liquid. All right, so I guess it doesn't really matter how it looks. Okay. All that sugar. Okay, so let that stand for 30 minutes. All right. Now it says while the pudding is standing, heat the oven to 350. Okay, that's heating. And then you bake the pudding until risen, golden brown and not runny. So it takes about 45 minutes to bake. All right, so make the sauce. Do I make the sauce now? All right, so now it says, and make the sauce in a medium saucepan off the heat. Combine the sugar, melted butter, and condensed milk, stirring until well combined. So I guess it's supposed to melt the other butter. So the rum sauce has 1.5 cups of sugar, 1.5 sticks of butter, barely melted. It says 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. She uses Eagle brand. I'm using Walmart brand. 1 large egg yolk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of rum flavoring. All right, so let's get started. Let me melt the butter. Then it says combine sugar. This is the 1.5 cups of sugar. Butter is sticking out. So this is the sweetened condensed milk. My wife's making chili over here, but the video's not about that, so you'll have to get her to show you how to do that. So you do the whole can? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, there's that. Butter. It says barely melted. How do you know when something is barely melted? Does that look barely melted to you? Oh, I guess it is. I don't know. So just kind of something like that. Okay, that looks pretty well combined to me. Okay, put the pan on the stove, already there. Cook on medium-high heat until thick. That's already pretty thick. Whoops. Stirring tool. Put the pan on the stove and cook on medium-high heat until thick. Stir to keep it from sticking. When do you add? Oh, there's more instruction over there. Oh. Okay. Okay, so what on medium-high? So that's probably like right there. Okay. How much thicker could it get? Good thing I didn't wait till the other was done to do this. She says has here a note from Miss K. I have read that bread pudding dates back centuries. Its original purpose was to use stale bread, so nothing was wasted. It is baked worldwide in different ways. Louisianans love a good bread pudding. Does that go for all Louisianans or just some of them? And this recipe is easy to make and delicious. If you've never eaten bread pudding, today is a good day to start. Okay. We'll see about that. Ouch. There we go. Now it's starting. There's some color. Maybe turn it down a little. Okay, I'm gonna call that done before I burn it. Okay. Okay. So now it says in a small bowl, beat the egg yolk, add the warm sauce to the egg yolk, 1 tablespoon at a time. Okay. Beat the egg yolk. Something like that. Okay. 1 tablespoon at a time. I know you're supposed to like stir. Why did I do that? No. That was the wrong thing to do. That wasn't the right thing. Looks like the sauce is made now. I hope. Okay. All right, so it's been, I don't know, probably long enough. The bread has soaked up most of that liquid. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven and bake it for 45 minutes. Now we wait. Okay, so I'm going to stir with this hand. I'm going to stir with this hand. So, stir that up a little bit. Okay, so do this so that the eggs don't turn into little pieces of cooked egg. It's called tempering. I don't know if the sauce is right or not. Now it says to add in the vanilla and the rum flavoring. There's the vanilla. I actually used a cinnamon vanilla because I thought it would go well with this. Didn't call for that, but it's a cinnamon infused vanilla that I really like. And then the rum flavoring. Oops. All right, we're just waiting on the bread pudding to come out of the oven. There it is. Wow. Check that out. Let this cool for a minute. And then we'll give it a try. All right, now I'm going to pour the sauce over the top. I'm gonna probably reserve just a little bit for serving. There we go. Don't know if it's supposed to look like this or not. I don't know if I did it right. I'm gonna put it back in the oven for a minute. We'll see how this one tastes. I think maybe it's supposed to be a little bit firmer than it. I don't know though. I don't really know what it's supposed to taste like. I've never had it before. But it tastes good. Definitely has a pudding texture to it. I'm gonna add, I think it needs some crunch, so I'm gonna add little pecans to the top. That'll probably be better. Yeah. That's better. You want to bite? My wife wants to bite. She gave me this shrug, kind of like, it's okay. Okay, so the recipe doesn't say, but I think that you should let this cool, or my wife actually told me. You need to let it cool for a little while so it'll set, and then you can serve it. But I already ate a piece, and it was pretty good. So my review on the recipe is it was pretty simple to put together. It didn't take a really long time, but it doesn't explain some of those details, like should you let this set and cool before you serve it, you know, a lot of those little things, like it doesn't give you enough detail. But overall, Miss K, pretty good job. I like your recipe. All right, thank you for watching.